How are we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday sessions video. I know I've not been around these past two Sunday sessions, and we've been quite inconsistent with the YouTube uploads. This is just because I've been on holiday. I took a little trip away to one of my favorite places in the world, or one of my favorite countries, should I say. I actually went to Greece. I went to a lovely island called Rhodes. Spent a little over a week there, just relaxing and recharging, ready to smash the last quarter and the remaining months of 2024. So, yeah. That's where I've disappeared off to. I'm back now in full force. We're going to have some regular videos coming out over the course of the next few weeks. And then obviously the content and analysis inside of the VIP chat over on Telegram, that's going to be coming back as well. So hopefully you guys will be able to make some good money and learn a thing or two from myself towards the latter end of this year, and then we can kickstart 2025 with a bang. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, as always, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. All the support you guys provide is always appreciated, and it's what helps us grow. Now, just before we do jump into this Sunday sessions video, if you guys want to see more of my personal lifestyle and the things that I get up to, then leave some suggestions in the comments below. I have uploaded one or two video logs and videos of our day-to-day life. But if you guys want to see more of that, behind the scenes of things, and just, what me and James get up to, then leave those suggestions in the comments below, because I actually enjoy doing those videos, but I don't know if you guys are really bothered about seeing that side of things, or you're just more interested in the education. I know a lot of you are very education driven and prefer that side of things, so just let me know. But what I will do is throw up some pictures of my recent trip to Rhodes, just so you can kind of see where we were staying and what we were doing. But yeah, this series is one that I have done since the start of time, really. With this YouTube channel, and it's something I do every Sunday other than when I'm on holiday, and it's basically just to help both beginners and veterans in the industry get a better understanding on what it is that I'm seeing and how I'm looking to tackle the markets on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you have any questions or queries with regards to the analysis that I go through today, then please leave those in the comments below as well, and I can get back to you as soon as possible. But with all that being said, I'm going to jump into this video now. I'm going to stop blabbering on, and we're going to cover some markets that I feel hold really good potential for the coming weeks and months. So the first pair I'm actually going to cover is the US dollar Swiss franc, and this was requested by Elvis, so why not start off with this market? He just wanted a deeper look on this pair and how I feel this market is going to play out over the course of the next few months. So here's a brief rundown on my analysis. So you can see that this market is predominantly bearish. If we just zoom all the way out here, you can see that we have clear bearish structure. Okay, we are seeing lows and lower highs being created in this market, which give us that bias. So we therefore want to be looking to short this market for those longer term opportunities, just so we are on the right end of what could be a double-edged sword. So longer term, my bias is to go short. However, if we zoom in and we look more at current structure, okay, you can see here that what I've marked out, or if I just move this ever so slightly, is a fair value gap, okay? Price did actually come down to sweep this back in 2015. However, what we've seen is price actually come to clear that liquidity sweep and actually test this area once again. Now, as we go down on the time frame, so looking here now on the weekly, we get to see this on a deeper level. We can see how this would be the last impulsive wave that traded price into this area. What we saw is good rejection to the upside. We haven't broken the last high that was set in this market, realistically. If we go to the daily, you can see this a bit more clearly. The highs that were set were up here. We're yet to break that. So to say that we've had a break of structure or a change of character to the upside would be lying. we need to see a clear break above this area in price to suggest longer term bullishness. However, what we have seen is price come back down to correct itself after the initial rejection, trading us into a order block, a demand order block. So there would have been sell orders sat here needing to be closed. Any sell orders that were introduced from this high and this high, this high, all these fractal highs, they will have been closed as well in and around this area, and demand would have been introduced. So we're offsetting supply from the market, we're removing it from the market, which is, making the demand in the market stronger. And there's probably been a lot of buy orders sat here waiting as well, pending orders ready to be cleared and opened. Hence why we have seen a consolidation or a accumulation, as we would call it, before this push up. So this here would have been a good suggestion to get involved in those buy positions. Now, when it comes to placing buy positions in this market, what we could have done is had a box around this area, and we could have entered from a typical break and retest. So a classic break and retest or a breakthrough strategy would look something like this. You would enter as soon as we have broken out of that consolidated area. We'd set our stop loss halfway within the consolidation range, and then we would set our take profit either at the last high or the last higher time frame high. This is obviously with a bullish example in this instance, and it would deliver us with a 1 to 2, anywhere between a 1 to 2 and a 1 to 7. So this would have been a trade that we could have placed. Now moving forward, how can we look to get involved in this market? Because if I'm being completely honest with you, I do believe we are going to see further bullishness, and we are going to see some bullishness longer term here. Yes, my overall bias is to be short in this market and to actually look to sell into this market longer term. But that is on the basis that we find a good area to sell from, a higher time frame area to sell from. What we have seen as of recent, which I've shown you guys, is price respecting these areas of demand quite clearly. So I want to see price pull back down now into a valid area of demand, okay? Giving us the opportunity to actually get involved in some buy trades. So we just go back to the daily. I'm going to mark out this hidden order block here. We have a wick to the upside followed by a wick to the downside. This represents bearish structure within a large bull run. There is inefficiency just above this. This needs to be cleared. So this would be a good first point of view, or a good first opportunity to look to get involved in some buy opportunities from. You can see here, if we zoom in, we look at the wicks of these candles. This wick comes down to the halfway point of this hidden order block. So this hidden order block has been cleared. We have a small gap here, which may represent a fair value gap. So that could be an area of interest for us. But then again, we have price coming down to clear this hidden order block here. So the only thing that would be left inefficient or as a potential to enter from would be this order block here or the gap in between. So this could be another area of interest that we could look to get involved in those buy positions from. But my main area and my main area of interest is this one here. So what I'm going to do is mark out the area for you. Just you guys can pause the video and mark it out for yourself. This is on a daily time frame, so just take notes. Perfect. So as you can see, that's the area and price that I would be looking to get involved in buy positions from. Now you might be wondering, well, Luke, we don't have a higher time frame break of structure to the upside to suggest further bullishness. You're absolutely correct in saying that or thinking that. However, with us respecting areas of demand on the higher time frames multiple times, we've had multiple areas of demand being respected over and over and over again, and we have actually had fractal breaks of structure to the upside. I would be preemptive in this with this trade, and I would look to get involved in buy positions. Now, if you were someone that wanted to make sure that you had as much confluence as possible, you'd be wanting to see a break in this high here, at least, as this high went on to create the lowest low. So in order to have full confluence that price is going to trade as higher longer term, you'd be wanting to see price break this high here, then pull back, and then you would get involved. Now you may be wondering, where can we look to take profit? Well, there's a clear supply order block here. It's not hidden, it's quite evident with its appearance. So my take profit would be set just below that, because I can expect some kind of rejection to take place from that area, whether it goes on to create new lows due to a penetration of that zone, or it just rejects to the downside, meaning we lose out on potential profits if we don't take profit from here. Now, as you can see, if we just refine our stop loss, we walk away with a 1 to 16 trade. If we're risking 1% of our equity on this position, we're looking to gain back 16% without any partials being taken. So this is a brilliant setup, and something we could see take place over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks. So that's my analysis for this pair. If you're wanting my shorter term bias, I'm expecting some bearishness to trade us down and into this area, which would be following the higher time frame bias. Gives us a much larger probability of being successful with the positions we are placing. So potential shorts before further longs to the upside. That's my analysis for the US dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, I'm going to jump over to the US dollar, Japanese yen. I'm going to cover the US dollar base pairs first, just so you can see the resemblance in the analysis. You can see here that price has traded us into an order block, or an area of interest, should I say. If we just go to the daily time frames, you can see that it's a hidden order block, or a hidden area of supply. We've seen price trade just beneath the 50% mark before giving us some good signs of rejection. Now, what are my thoughts moving forward? Well, like I said with the US dollar Swiss franc, I wanted to see some bearishness before further bullishness. And to be honest with you, my thoughts for this pair are the exact same. We've just traded into a large area of supply, so I'm expecting a large amount of supply to be introduced. That should give us a flip in the S&D balance, and we should see price trade us lower for some time. Now, where would it trade us down to? Well, that's to be decided. I had a lot of areas here marked out that I wanted to see price trade down and into before taking this huge hike up, which we unfortunately missed out on just because price didn't trade into a point of interest of mine in order for me to enter. Plus, I've been on holiday. However, we may get that opportunity now. So I'm going to mark out just another area of interest, which would be this one here. So if you guys want to pause the video, go to the 4-hour time frames, you're going to see a red candle on its own in between two large green ones. This is a clear area of demand. Price may trade down and into this, reject well, and go on to trade us higher. So like my analysis with the US dollar Swiss franc, I want to see some temporary bearish structure. Trading goes down into valid areas of interest before taking us higher. It's the exact same analysis I want to see with this pair here. I want to see the same happen with the US dollar Japanese yen. Now, when we're looking at these pairs, and we're looking at trading pairs that have the same base or quote currency, when it has resemblance and when they correlate with one another, that just further builds your confluence and the analysis you have performed on these pairs. It means that you're doing something right. Some pairs may not correlate with others, but it's very important that you look for that correlation with pairs that do share both base or quote currency. So my thoughts for this pair, very quick, very brief, but I want to see price trade us lower, down and into an area of interest before taking its next hike to the upside. This is obviously a bullish market and one that's going to be bullish for a very, very long time. I don't see things changing, to be completely honest with you. So we are better looking for bullish opportunities with a longer term bias. Now, when is it going to trade us short before trading us long? Well, I feel price may trade up and into this here. If you want me to be more specific, just zoom in. It's just caught my eye now. We've got a hidden order block, a hidden area of supply. I'd love to see price trade up and into this before trading us lower. So I wouldn't look to get involved in buy positions just because I think they'll be short-lived, but I would prepare to go short from this area here. So again, go to the 4-hour time frames, look for the wick to the downside followed by the wick to the upside. This is your area of interest to go short from. Ride those shorts down to this point here, close those shorts and prepare to go long, longer term. That's my analysis for the US dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, moving over to XAU USD, the gold market. This pair I'm having, I'm going to be honest, I'm having questionable thoughts with this. Now, with recent events and the economy, how things are going at the moment, we've seen that this pair is extremely bullish. It's setting new highs every week. So it would be silly to say that it's going to give us some longer term bearish structure. However, it is showing signs of weakness to the downside. Now, we can see this wick here. It wouldn't be considered a break of structure. I've marked this out as a break of structure, but that's a lie, so ignore that. This is a liquidity sweep. Okay, yes, we have set a low here, which has come lower than the last. So it begs to differ. Is it a break of structure or is it just a liquidity sweep? Okay. We are currently seeing price correct itself. Is it a correction or is it the start of the next new high? We've seen rejection from this area of supply, but price now seems to be trading through this. So there's multiple things that are, what's the word I'm looking for? There's multiple things that are going against one another, okay? Now, when a market does that, and I'm having mixed opinions with the pair that I'm looking at trading, I simply don't trade it. We want to be sure with the decisions that we are making on the markets we are trading, and when things are like that, and we have multiple things to suggest different scenarios, throws you off, causes you to make the wrong decision. So for me, I want to see more confluence with this pair before I look to do anything with it. The fundamental side of things would be to go long in this market. It's been extremely bullish this year, realistically. Technically, we are seeing signs of weakness. We have had breaks of structure. We are seeing liquidity grabs to the downside, yes, which is encouraging price to trade higher, but we are seeing rejection from the upside via supply zones and things of that nature. So very mixed signals. I'm going to leave this market for the time being. I wanted to bring it up anyway, just because I think it's important to show that a trader does do this, and a trader will look at their favorite pairs, and there may be times at which it's not advisable to trade. Now, as I've gone down to the 30-minute timeframes as I'm recording this video, I do my analysis live. I'm actually seeing that price has just traded into a fair value gap here on the 30 minutes. This represents a fair value gap. Now, whether we see a break of structure follow from this will depend on whether I look to go short in this market. If price now, via the open, breaks this low here, begins to trek back into a fractal supply zone that's found from the impulse that breaks the structure initially, then yes, I will be looking to go short in this market. However, if price continues to trade as long, I'll be staying out of this market and I'll be looking for further buy opportunities, which will come from looking at areas of demand from the previous impulsive wave. So that's as in-depth as I'm going with this pair. Potential shorts, I want to see further confirmation beforehand. If not, I'll be looking to go long. We just need to wait for further confirmation for that. But that's my analysis for XAU US dollar. Okay, NASDAQ, another pair I love to trade. We've seen, as of recent, some good rejection to the downside. We are seeing price distribute. It looks as though price is distributing. What are my thoughts for this pair moving forward? Well, again, we are having similarities with the gold market where we are getting mixed opinions. I'm getting mixed opinions by looking at this market. Price is showing signs of weakness by distributing here. We are seeing that we don't have these, hawkish new highs being set. We are seeing how price is really slowing down. Supply is being introduced, demand is being removed from the market. Is this a liquidity sweep? Potentially. Are we going to see a downfall? Potentially. On the higher time frames, we've had the break of structure we expected. I suggested to go short from this area here. Those who did would have profited well from potential shorts. Again, we wanted to get involved from short positions here. I think we took advantage of some shorts from there, but then price has obviously gone on to create new highs. Now, let's go to the weekly timeframes. There's not much. Monthly, there's nothing. So to be completely honest with you, I need further confirmation. This is a new high that's been set from this low here. So we've not been delivered with a fractal break of structure in and around current price. I want to see this low break in order for me to look to go short in this market. That's our safest option. A break in this low, with it setting the highest high within this impulsive wave here, would confirm bearishness. So I want to see a break in this low here. If we have a break in this low, I'll be looking to go short. If not, this is still a bullish market, or it's still within a corrective phase. Now, if price goes on to break this high here, it's actually a bullish market. Yes, it's a bearish market longer, on the higher time frames at the moment, with this being just a corrective wave, but it's running out of areas to correct up to. We've got this hidden order block here. This is our last stop on the bus. If price continues to trade above this, then unfortunately, it looks as though price is going to continue to trade us in a bullish way. So if price trades us above this, long positions I'll be looking for. If price breaks this low before reaching this point, short positions is where we'll be at. That's my analysis for the NASDAQ, or the NAS100, the US 100, whatever you want to call it. Now, just to finish on the Euro US dollar, I'm going to be very quick with this one. This video is probably very long. I've blabbered on quite a bit in this video. We predicted rejection from here. So those who got involved in shorts from this area, a massive well done. Huge profit potential from any shorts that were placed there. Long positions is what we are looking for here. We've had the penetration of an area of demand. I want to see price now take us up, creating some new highs in this market. We had an area here marked out to potentially take this market short from. However, price never came to correct itself up and into this area. Could this be an area to go short from for future reference? Maybe for some fractal short positions? Absolutely. We just need to wait for price to trade up and into that to give us that opportunity. If you're someone who trades the Euro US dollar and you're wanting to get involved in this market this week, look for some buy opportunities. We have good signs of bullishness. Very quick analysis on this pair. Just wanted to skim through it with this video being quite long, but hopefully that all makes sense. There's a few things that I have mentioned in this video: supply zones, order blocks, areas of interest, fair value gaps, structural laws, things of that nature. If there is anything you are unsure about that I've gone through in today's video, please leave it in the comments below. I say this every single Sunday, but it's very important that you guys understand what I'm saying and the analysis I'm providing. It's all good and well marking out these zones, taking part in these positions and profiting, but you're not understanding what you're doing. There's no longevity with that. I'm not going to be around forever, so I want to share my knowledge with as many people as possible, and I want to be a positive change to this industry. So ask as many questions as possible. That is exactly why I'm here. And you never know, I may blow up. I may blow up, have loads of subscribers, and have loads of people watching the videos, and I may not be able to be attentive and be as available as I am now, one-to-ones with you guys that are watching at the moment. So if there is anything you're unsure about, leave those comments below. I just want to say a massive thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, always. It's lovely to be able to go away on holiday, take a break from work and from Forex, and be able to come back and still have the community that I have. It's amazing to see the clients in the VIP chat profiting on a daily basis without me even being there. I'm going to throw up a little screen recording of our chat. We have a community chat where we share trading ideas, profits. It's so amazing to see you guys remaining active in there, even with my absence. Now, with all that being said, people, just want to say again a massive thank you for watching and being there, supporting the channel. I'm wishing you all a profitable week this week, and I'll catch you all in the next Sunday Sessions video.